Hello everyone, welcome back to Jiro Zura, Homazura but shitpost, and today we're unfortunately not doing shitpost. Today we're responding to the same dumbass from last week who accused me of supporting genocide and other just stupid stuff, which I made clear that I do not support, yet this person still wants to accuse me of it because they want attention and they have nothing going on in their lives. So without further ado, let's start watching their video, which is called "Is Homazura a Zionist?" Anyway, let's begin, shall we?
Hello everyone, I recently got myself into some drama with a yokai watch creator by the name of Komajura. I had accused him of being a supporter of genocide, but unfortunately I did not have enough evidence to back up my claim.
Okay, so he says that he got into drama with me because he said I support genocide, but then he said he has no evidence, yet he's still making a video about me, another drama video? It's just so stupid, I do not get it. Anyway, let's continue.
My suspicions still arise as he claims he only partially supports the military.
I did say in my DMs to him that I partially support the military as they're trying to rescue people who have been kidnapped by Hamas. I did not say anything about killing innocent civilians. Again, this guy is a fucking dumbass who wants attention. Please remember that as we're watching this video.
He seems to pretend that there isn't a genocide happening.
Again, if this guy would read the community post I put out, he would know that I did say I do think the war is very violent, and I do think there are innocent civilians being hurt. He'd also know more about my thoughts if he'd watch my response video from yesterday or last week. I don't even remember, but let's continue.
Let's take a closer look at his statement. The IDF has just straight up opened fire on innocent civilians. It's been shared on a community post, but is this really accurate?
I do not know what Maria is referring to here, as if you look at my community post, let's use Chrome's search function, shall we? Let's search open fire. That's crazy. 0 results. That was not in my community post. Keep that in mind. He is now making up stuff I said. Anyway, let's continue.
On further examination, it becomes clear that the statement is filled with misinformation.
Again, I did not say any statement about this. Maria is a fucking dumbass.
While it may suggest that the IDF is recklessly targeting innocent civilians, the truth is far from it. In fact, the community post itself speaks out supporting this false claim. While it's important to fact check,
again, in my community post, I actually said quite the opposite from that. I did say that the IDF is trying to not hurt innocent civilians. So, is Maria just supporting what I said in the community post? And I truly don't understand what this guy is saying here. Like, is he even serious? Is he trolling? I need to know more.
check. It's important to fact check and not spread false information, especially when it comes to sensitive topics like this.
Again, I did not say anything about that. It gets pretty boring of me to say that, correct? But when a person makes a drama video about you and reacts to a statement you've never even said, it becomes quite silly. It really does. And you just don't know what to do with this, you know? Just so goofy. So fucking goofy. Let's continue.
When I first spoke about the Palestine-Israel conflict,
again, I do not know when he first spoke of this conflict. I truly do not, because I haven't been in contact with this person. I've only had a few DMs with them, which I showed on screen in the last video, which means I'm not ashamed of them. I'm not ashamed of them at all. I do not think they reflect my views properly, but I do think my views are there somehow, and as I said in my last video, I do think I worded myself poorly, but it's not like I'm hiding these DMs. I showed them on screen in my last video. This guy is, again, making up things to support his claim. And all he's saying in this video that I said misinformation in my community post. But by saying false stuff about my community post, he's the one spreading misinformation, which I think is quite ironic. Let's continue.
I said it was not a political topic. However, I've since realized that it is a complex social.
It is not a social issue. When a terrorist organization attacks a country, like Hamas, how they attacked Israel first, that is not a social issue. It's a political issue at heart. I strongly urge Maria here to Google what politics are, because that, I think it would help him a lot to actually understand what I said. Let's continue.
In political dilemma. Despite my political beliefs, I strongly believe that Israel's actions are unjust and can be considered.
Alright, so what he said now, that what the IDF has done has been considered a genocide, but he didn't say what the IDF has done, he said what the Israelis did. Now, I'm Israeli. I didn't go into Gaza and murder children, did I? No, didn't do that. I didn't do that. And this guy, he's a fucking dumbass, because, for example, alright, if Russia would attack Ukraine, right, that happened. Not all Russian civilians are at fault here, right? That should be common sense, is it not? It's not common sense. I'm just severely, confused, because that's just a weird take. I've genuinely never seen it before. Let's continue.
A genocide. I also believe that there is no such thing as a morally correct war. Ultimately,
Obviously, that's quite obvious. I've never said anything about the war being morally correct, as any violent action at the end of the day is not morally correct. Even if it has moral intentions, it can cause immoral things. And I think that's a key point here that Maria is missing. He's saying that I support immoral things, while my takes are largely in the gray area, and I just look at this topic from an overview point of view, even though I live in Israel. I've experienced this firsthand. I experienced the EAS alarms on October 7th. I did. Stayed home from school for 5 months like everyone else, because we couldn't really go outside, these rockets. I was here, and this guy is yapping about what I did, about how I bombed children. I do not understand this. I'm just in shock,
I want for there is to be peace in both respective regions. I take full responsibility for previously claiming that this is solely a social issue.
Again, you said that this was solely a social issue because you were misinformed, and I'm glad you reckoned that, but that's not the main misinformation you were saying.
And accusing Zora of being a genocide supporter without enough concrete evidence. In hindsight, this all began when I came across a statement that was filmed with misinformation. While I attempted to guide him towards the truth, he became
Yes, I can't with this shit, alright? I just can't. So fucking funny. Did he just say, when I tried to guide him towards the truth? Did he seriously just say that? Is this guy fucking stupid? I can't with this shit, dude. I just can't. Come on. Come on, man. Gotta do better than that. Gotta do better. He did say he apologizes about accusing me of supporting genocide, but if you look closely, the thumbnail of this video is my logo saying I support genocide with a subscribe button next to it. So, what can we learn from this? Maria does this for clout. He used wrong quotes from me, wrong statements from me, wrong beliefs of mine that don't really even exist, to slander me, to get fucking clout. I don't understand this. I truly do not. Can someone enlighten me? Why someone would just do this? Or they're just fucking mad? I don't get it. I genuinely don't.
He became angry and resorted to insulting me.
I did, alright, here, I did, in my DMs to Maria, I was quite rude, but only because that day 3 more people have accused me of supporting genocide, and after talking to them, I assured them that I didn't, and I was just really angry, and that was my fault. Yes, it was.
You even convinced others to join in on the insults.
Again, okay. Now Maria is, again, saying misinformation, which, again, is ironic, because this entire video about me supposedly saying misinformation, which I did not. Right, so what happened? Only months after the DMs, he posted his initial drama video to the self-promotion, channel on one of the servers I'm adminning in, and I told him this is slander. And other people obviously agreed because they knew me, and they read my actual community post because they can read. Unlike Maria, obviously, as we can see here. And they agreed with me. And then they say it's an insult, right? The most insulting things others said about him is that his drama video was severely unfunny. That's the only oh my god. This guy's just so... I don't understand this dude. I'm so done.
I truly believe that he is misinformed and has the resources to educate himself and possibly change his perspective.
I'm sorry for being so angry, but can this guy understand that I was there? I was like, I heard the sirens, I heard the rockets, I heard them, right? I was there. And this guy is telling me to educate myself, right? Now, I'm not saying that a person who is right under the situation can't be misinformed, because that's obviously not correct, right? I can be misinformed, but I'm not, and I specified my views, and I gave sources, and I've shared my opinions, which I think are valid opinions. They don't support genocide, they don't support starving innocent people, they're just opinions that don't go really towards any direction. I want the people who've been kidnapped to be back, and I want the Palestinians to stop suffering. That's what I said. That's what I will always say. Maria said he wants peace. I want peace too. But this guy keeps accusing me of stuff I didn't say. Quite interesting.
I regret how the situation escalated, and I'm willing to take responsibility for my role in it. With all due respect, I want to make it clear that I have no desire to associate myself with Cor Mazura or any of his followers who blindly support him. In my opinion, maintaining helpful social distance between me and the respective individuals in question can be healthy for both parties, and that is what I am most comfortable with.
What this guy right now said is that he doesn't want to be part of the drama, right? He wants to distance himself from me and my followers, and that's fine. Just blindly following me, what he's doing right now, he's just acting like I was there. I starved kids, I bombed kids, I fucking ate kids. Like, come on, dude. Come on. Are you serious? Are you actually serious? It's okay that he doesn't want to talk to me. It's okay that he doesn't want to talk to my fans. But he cannot keep saying misinformation just because he wants attention. It's just not healthy.
Yes. Calling out to the community. Please refrain from playing detective or acting like a therapist. It's not only unhelpful, but it only crosses boundaries in online interactions.
Alright, this is now, again, quite an ironic situation, as we've seen many ironic situations in this video, right? This guy said, stop playing detective, right? But what he did, I mean, he didn't really play detective, did he? Because he didn't actually read the community post. But he's acting like he acted detective, right? And he's telling people to not act like detectives. I don't understand. He's telling people to do research, and then he's telling people to not act like detectives, and then he makes a whole drama video about me with false information about what I said. This guy is just hypocritical. It's dumb.
Let's remember that we can't change or fix everyone, and that's okay.
I'm done. This person needs to understand that their opinion is not always correct. They need to understand that other people have lives. said you can't fix everyone. Right? He said that. That's a terrible statement. A terrible statement. Let's continue. Oh, that's the entire video. Thanks for listening to my shitty, but yes, I agree that it was the one thing I agree with in this video, that it was shitty. Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to me rant, and I would also like to say this is the final video I will be making about this drama, you know, because this talking to this Maria guy is like talking to a wall. He just doesn't respond. Anyway, bye-bye. See y'all. Love you. New video soon.